Starfield.
Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night. Thank you for being a part of the show. Sorry about the Gamecocks, but it was a very good half. But now the game is over, and you held the number one team in the nation to only 24 points, I believe was the score. So thank you for joining us as you get away from football for a while, because that's what we're here for. We are here for a good time, for a good night, for a good whatever. Thank you for taking us along with you wherever you're on your way to, wherever you're on your way back from, or if you're just going hither, thither, and yon, especially yon, because if you make it to yon, it's probably been a good night. Speaking of tonight, on tonight's show, we are going to be talking a little music. We're going to be talking some Ahsoka, and we are going to be doing a wonderful oops that happened across the pond. Some
oops, I did it again.
It's a different oops. That would work. Aliens, snakes, and boars. Oh my!
You see, when I was reading that, I was looking at alien snakes, and I got a little bit excited when I seen alien snakes.
I don't know why alien snakes.
Why would you get excited about that?
It's like it's dragons. Yeah, that's it. Dragons. Yeah, it's
depends
dragons.
on the context. Yeah,
Yes.
alien snakes could be dragons.
But by the way, I am obviously not alone in the studio, and if you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X, you already know that. By the way, you can get us on any of those. We are live every weekend. Every once in a while, we might miss one, but that would be because of going to win hardware or, the building shut down. One of those things. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter at 98.9 WORD. You can also
X gonna give it to you.
Get us on the X and Facebook and the YouTube and the Twitch at the Upstate Pulse.
Aren't you so glad I'm back to know you?
That guy right there, that would be Odie.
Hello, Odie.
Hey, what is the Irish greeting? What's an Irish greeting?
No,
you can't say that.
Talk to.
Okay, all right. Okay, I was going to say.
Why did you ask in an immediate
because I thought about it.
The thing is that Lonzo knows, and I'm not going to say it. Don't worry, I'm not going to say it. The Irish word for word is a word that you can't say. It's spelled the exact same as focal, as in your focal vision. And all right,
that's enough.
But it's pronounced differently.
Yes. It would be covered up with cheese if it was in the story. By the way, Viper Dave on the stream says, happy Saturday evening. I broke down and got a Series X and got Skyrim in space. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later. He also says Heidi Ho, because I think that might actually be the Irish greeting.
Heidi Ho.
Heidi Ho.
No, Heidi was some girl with pigtails that lived in the Swiss Alps and, used to sing with her grandpa and mind goats.
Did you say mind goats?
Yeah,
or
mind goats.
Okay, that's a different thing entirely.
I don't know that you can mind goats. But
if you take a pickaxe to them.
Maybe in space. The other voice you're hearing is Cameron. I will let you know that Matthew is not here tonight because he had a lab.
Cameron the goat miner.
Yes. Anyway.
Better than the previous weeks where we had...
Matthew had a lab. He's still doing school while doing work and doing other stuff because that's he's a dedicated.
He is a diligent student.
He is. I'm sure he's going to graduate at the top of his class because that's what Matthew does.
We would expect no less.
No Tim this week, probably, because Tim is down the hall running a football game, which is why Odie wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
But Odie is back, and we're back.
Yeah.
Back again, and going to have some fun
Odie
tonight.
Back. Tell a friend. Odie back. Odie back. Odie back.
Why do you not have the S on it? It's just... Why is it not Odie's back?
It's a silent S.
Okay. All right. Or in French, it would be Odie. Anyway.
Let's do it, French people.
Shout out to our sponsor, Borderlands Comics and Games. If you're like into comic books or video games or manga or statues or pops or Dungeons and Dragons or something else that I haven't mentioned before, but you will see some posters around on the live stream. Bought those at Borderlands Comics and Games, and let me tell you, they have a really cool section now in their posters, all horror stuff. So
they have a very nice poster selection.
They do. And I have not only do we have posters here that I bought for this purpose, but I also have them in the Nerd Cave and at home in my own personal Nerd Cave. And Cameron has some featured at his house and then now playing. So
yes,
there we go.
I think it's
not good when the news is on and you see a house that looks like your house and but it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. But the close up was. So
not that we're watching TV, we're paying full attention to.
Listen, I am an award-winning producer. I can do 2 things at once. Sometimes I can do 5 things at once because I am that good. Mark says, "Hey guys, shout out to Kid Flaccid. What did you think of The Rock's appearance on SmackDown? I thought it was awesome. But it's more proof that the writer's strike is hitting because John Cena and The Rock are both back on SmackDown because they can't work anywhere else.
To do.
They can't work anywhere else."
Oh yeah.
Chris says just got back from the movie A Haunting in Venice. I wouldn't mind going and seeing that. They're remaking all those and Kenneth Branagh. It just doesn't look like it's him until you look really close to the curly mustache and everything, and you realize it's him. Was it any good, Chris? Give us a review of said movie. We're going to be talking about Ahsoka and stuff, but before we get to all that, happy Batman Day.
Happy Batman Day.
It is Batman Day. It happens once a year, and it's just as much of a legitimate holiday as Valentine's Day.
May the Force be with you.
Yes.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Or May the 4th. Yes. All these are made up holidays.
He's trying.
Yes.
We like them. We like Batman Day.
And if you look at my moniker today, it says Batfleck Rules, and the reason why that is up there. Let's go ahead and start with this before we get to some music stuff. Who is your favorite Batman? I know we talked about it before, but we got, I don't know if they have Batman in Ireland, but if they do, who is your favorite Batman?
We call him Bat-O-Man.
Okay.
I would say my favorite Batman, all
right,
it has to be.
You can throw animated in if you want also. So
I did like the animated series. I used to watch the animated series when I was younger. But no, Michael Keaton. Yeah, there was just something about him. He had 2 completely different personas. He was Bruce Wayne, and then he was completely Batman. And I just think the rest of the actors haven't. I know people may disagree with me on that, like Christian Bale was Batman and Bruce Wayne, but I really think that throughout all of it, that when Michael Keaton was being Bruce Wayne, he was being Bruce Wayne, and when he was being Batman, he was the Batman. So that for me is probably the biggest reason that I always, if anybody says, what was your favorite Batman? Yeah, definitely Michael Keaton.
All right. Text line 71307 or hit us up on the stream. Who is your favorite Batman here on Batman Day? Cameron, favorite Batman?
I'm going to have to go with Kevin Conroy because I watched the ever-loving snot out of Batman the Animated Series and the Justice League cartoons when I was growing up. And to me, Conroy always brought the full spectrum of what Batman is. Yes, he can be a terrifying vigilante that beats the crap out of villains, but he also cares. He's also a decent friend. I like that version of him the best because the version of him that can be disagreeing with everybody, but still they can all be friends at the end of the day.
Yeah. But the thing with that, so that's obviously
specifically there's I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good.
There's a episode like near the end of like Justice League season 2 where there is a girl who has like these massive amount of powers named Ace. She makes a new Royal Flush Gang. Her powers are going out of control, and Batman basically talks to Amanda Waller and goes, "I'll take this device and go and take care of it." He was never going to use the device to kill her in the first place. He walks in and he just sits down with the girl and just waits until she passes away.
Yeah, but all right, okay. So he has the loving, like caring side, but is it really? I know he's using his voice. I know that's what we're doing tonight. We're using our voices to convey messages across. But is it not more to do with the animation? And he's supplying the voice now. I know he does a great voice.
See, that's a fair point, but I feel like the voice work on its own carries it.
Yeah. All right,
because you can feel all the little nuances and everything with that.
All right. So I get all that. And a lot of people on the stream are also saying Conroy, and I get that. So my favorite Batman is Batfleck. And I thought Ben Affleck because
for a second I was like, Batfleck.
Batfleck. That's what they call him.
Yeah.
Because
that's what they call him.
Because if you watch Batman the animated series, they make Batman look stocky in a way that I picture a live action Batman looking like, and that's what Ben Affleck did. I didn't want to see him be that guy. Then when he was, I'm like, yeah. I watched. Actually, my wife was watching some of the Christian Bale Batmans. I think it was like last weekend or something. I can't say Batman because it's Batman's. That's what it is.
All the Batmans.
All the Batmans. Christian Bale's voice is stupid. And I didn't realize how dumb it was when he's, I'm Batman.
Lonzo, you're doing your sham. You did. I've got a terrible voice.
Rachel. Yeah, it's so dumb. I mean, all the people complaining about Martha. Christian Bale's voice as Batman is stupid. It really is. And did I love Bat when it came out? Yeah, but the voice annoyed me until now. It's like
okay, that's why it's been lampooned into oblivion.
Yeah, it's like
a whole bunch of sketch comedy.
Hey, and he's like face to face with some people to the point where I think Batman should stay in the shadows, keep his face somewhat hidden, even though he's under the cowl. And it's like I'm waiting for Gordon to go, "Hey, Bruce."
Hey, Bruce.
Just.
What are you talking about? I'm Batman.
Yeah, parts of that were really good, but his Batman voice is it's just not good. It's not.
Harvey Dent. Can we trust him? I've got a list for some reason. I don't know why, but it only happens when I put on the cowl.
All right, so some.
It's not a lot of good breathing room in here.
So other DC,
it's really constricting on the chest.
Other DC products, like even the Flash TV series and some other ones, they find a way to disguise the voice. Like Flash disguises his voice by making it vibrate.
Yes.
Back when the writers are actually trying.
All right, here's the thing. Batman's smart enough to make all that stuff. Mm-hmm. He can make up something to disguise his voice.
Yeah, but the thing is that in all fairness, like if you're going to go down that route where he can't even disguise his voice, is Batman, now I know this is going to cause controversy, but I'm going to stand behind what I'm saying.
Are you going to be otherwise on Batman Day? Are you going to be derogatory towards Batman?
No.
No. I'm being derogatory towards the depiction of Batman, but not Batman. Batman.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Apart from like who he actually is, I mean, anybody could be Batman if they were rich enough.
No, because Batman did a lot of training. A League of Shadows took like Houdini training, a bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, I know he trained with Qui-Gon Jinn and he done all that kind of stuff. But like sorry, Liam Neeson can only be Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
It's just there.
Yeah,
and I just kind of like if anybody was rich enough, you could buy a tumbler. You could build a suit.
Yeah, but see, I get your point, but why hasn't it happened yet?
Maybe
if anyone can do it, really. I don't know.
But then again, if you were sitting on billions of dollars, would you actually go and say, am I going to stay at home and watch my 87-inch TV and jump into one of my Lamborghinis and go for a spin? Or will I go to the bad neighborhoods and get beaten up?
Well, if you were in Crime Alley and your mom and dad were murdered in front of you, maybe that's what you would do.
You have to have an intense thirst for vengeance.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. All right, we were going to do this thing, and I don't know who in the studio has the best villain laugh. And so here's what we need. We need to take a break. When we come back, we're going to do that. And you guys will be the judge. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas, and we in the club.
Yeah.
Viper Dave, Jensen Ackles.
Bigger question.
I don't know. I would like to see Affleck continue, but that's me. Yeah. Keaton and Flash was good. The Flash story was a little too easy to figure out who was what, but it was not nearly as bad as it was panned to be. I liked it.
See, I didn't see that yet.
It's on what's it on?
Max.
Max. You can watch it on Max. Yeah.
I was about to say, if you've for the Christian Bale conversation, If you've ever seen any of College Humor skits about that,
yeah, it's just. I mean, I didn't realize how much his voice annoyed me till like last week when she was watching. I'm like, Samuel L. Jackson is Batman. He's too old now. Maybe for Batman Beyond, maybe as Terry McGinnis is. Here's the problem though: if you put Samuel L. Jackson as Bruce Wayne, you're just going to see him as Nick Fury.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's what you're going to see him as.
Let's imagine him beating a
Not funny, Chris.
How did in Batman versus Superman? How did Batman die?
He didn't.
Or Superman die? Sorry.
He took a spike through the heart from Doomsday.
Yeah, Doomsday.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
Doomsday usually is the one who gets him.
Well, it was obviously a kryptonite spike then, wasn't it?
No, Doomsday came from Krypton.
So he has Krypton.
Well, in this
weapons.
case, he was made from Kryptonian DNA.
Yeah.
But yeah,
basically like as strong as Superman.
But the only way they killed Doomsday was he had to take the Kryptonite thing.
And the reason I ask is because
that movie introduced Wonder Woman for the first time, and it was excellent.
Yeah, see, I'm not big on DC, and I'm kind of catching up on a little bit. I watched the Justice League. Now, the Justice League brought in Aquaman first, right? And then the Aquaman film was after that. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
But if you watch it, you should watch the Snyder Cut if you're going to watch it.
I've already
Justice League Snyder Cut is better.
Snyder Cut.
The Snyder Cut. It's like 4 hours long.
It's 4 hours long,
but it's split up in chapters, so you can do it. So they fixed all the stuff that was wrong with the Josh Whedon cut.
See, I didn't see anything wrong with it.
But you watch the Snyder Cut and you'll go, "Oh, that's better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better."
I just hate that when
the final battle.
Yes.
No, the final battle is so much better in the other one.
But it was so jumpy.
Oh, it's not in a Snyder Cut.
Okay, maybe that's
They also make Steppenwolf a lot better.
Yes.
Steppenwolf. I thought like I know of Steppenwolf, and I know he's like a bad guy, not a bad guy, but he's a cool bad guy.
Yes.
But in this, I was like,
again,
he's so weak,
dude.
They make him a lot better.
The Snyder Cut.
I wonder where I can find it.
He's a lot more brutal.
Max.
And you kind of feel bad for
Max has all the.
What Max is that?
It used to be HBO Max. They changed it to Max. It has all the DC stuff.
We've got like so many. We've got so many. What you call it?
Streaming services.
Yeah, I just get to get another one because I don't know whether we're going to get Hulu and get rid of Peacock or I don't know.
You know, it'd be a really good idea for them bundles.
Yes.
But they have bundles.
Yeah,
I'm making it.
Saying I don't think Max is bundled with anything now.
Well, I'm making a joke because we're basically just returning back to TV.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Clooney.
No, there's a reason why he's saying that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen something yet, so.
What am I looking for?
Again, our theater was very angry about that. As well, they should have been.
Oh, did he pop up? Did he cameo on something?
All right, it's Flashpoint in Flash, so the entire timeline changes.
Ah, okay. I don't like that.
All right, that's way too early. You gotta bring them
in. It's there, man.
Yeah, I got you.
And you can hear Lord Farquhar or whatever he's
Jeffrey Chaucer.
Yes, that's the guy.
Come on.
How dare you?
Yes. I knew who it was. I just couldn't. It wouldn't come to my voice box.
Heresy!
Look, if I want to call him Lord Farquaad, I'm going to call him Lord Farquaad.
How?
Heresy.
Okay.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse, by the way.
As the heresy chanter is saying, heresy. How dare you demean Jeffrey Chaucer in that way?
I like Jeffrey Chaucer. That name.
Chaucer.
It's like Worcestershire sauce.
You do understand that he's a very famous author.
Yeah.
He wrote the Canterbury Tales.
Canterbury.
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 You know, there's some things I find really hard to say, like sorry and I was wrong and wash your sister sauce and, you know.
Colloquialism?
Yeah, no, that doesn't work either. Well, yeah,
I find that a lot of people have trouble with that one.
we were, in case you're wondering, when we go to ad breaks, we still talk and we still do all the we do the show, but it's the nighttime. but it's on the ad breaks. And we started talking about Lord Farquaad.
No, you started. So what's this we stuff?
Yes, I mean, why is that in your head?
Yeah, you want to compare Geoffrey Chaucer to
it's the
to
royal.
that guy.
It's the royal we.
Is it okay?
Don't include us in this.
So this all has to do with the English. That's
right.
That's what this whole thing is. That's what this all is. And I get it now. It's okay. It's okay.
Anyway,
if you ever want to see,
well, the Pope might be French, but
Irish.
How is the Pope French?
No. It's a quote from the movie.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
I didn't finish it because I didn't want people to take it out of context.
Yes, if you want to see, Odie's eyes flare, go back a little bit. You will see it flare a little bit.
All right, I am the Pope and I am French. All
right.
Unless nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Before we went to break, we were talking about evil laughter because Batman famous for evil laughter. The Joker's got to laugh. The Riddler's got to laugh. Scarecrow's got to laugh. All the bad guys got laughs. So who has the most evil laugh right here? I knew that Matthew was going to win, but he's not here. So you
have a chance, Dad.
Thank you. It's probably not going to be me because I'm too good to be evil. All right, Cameron. Do you want to go first?
I don't know. I can only hear Odie's.
You want to hear Odie's evil laugh? We need it. He's really going to laugh now. Come on, dude. Come on. It gets all of us. It got you. Go ahead and cue that up. You go right ahead and cue that up, mister. All right. So people want to hear Pappy's evil laughter. All right. I'll do my evil laugh first.
3 minutes, stations. 3 minutes.
3 minutes to getting noobed. Do it.
Can I just do it and just get it out of the way?
Yes.
How do I do it? Oh yeah.
Where's the button? He almost pushed the wrong button.
I nearly did.
That's what he nearly did.
I noobed it again.
All right, so let's go with some evil laughter. I need to be properly motivated and
I just made a fool of myself.
No, you didn't.
Isn't that?
I'm trying to motivate you.
Okay, all right. That doesn't make me. That makes me sad because I know it makes you sad. Pappy, go first. I can't do it.
All right. Do you want Pappy or Cameron?
Whichever
one. Cameron has to laugh. Pappy is weird anyway, but
Well, Pappy is weird. He's been alive long enough. You get weird after that.
All right, come on. Do it.
All right.
Do it. Do it. Do it. That was more psychotic than evil.
Well, I mean,
it can be both.
Evil can be psychotic as well.
Yes, I think most psychotics are evil.
I had to work up that.
Yeah. He's gonna be red in the face there, folks. You're not gonna lie to you.
All right.
That'll do it. That'll do it for you.
All
right, go on, Lonzo. You're next. Lonzo's gonna do his evil laugh.
All right, that's it.
It's like an evil squeaky toy.
Yes, well, I mean,
that was kind of, yeah, I don't know.
All right, so I mean, I never said it was going to win, but it was definitely evil because I felt evil when I did it.
How was evil feeling?
Not good for me. So I don't know. All right.
Right. If I was to do an evil laugh,
if you were, we would hear it.
That's pretty.
That's your normal laugh. So that's fine.
There you go. It's an evil laugh. I have an evil laugh. What can I say?
All right. So who's your favorite Batman? We'll be doing that throughout the show, and I will tell you that I get that people don't agree with me, but you're wrong. So there's that. All right. So I had an experience. Life is show prep. I put this up on the Upstate Pulse Facebook page and got some comments on it. And thank you for checking it out. Check it out during the week. I try to post when I can. Sometimes I'm a little busy. That's not an excuse. That's just a reason. And I only want to post things that I think are, interesting. So sometimes I feel uninteresting, so I don't put anything on there. But I thought this was an interesting thing. So I usually have my Spotify up in the Fortress of Nerditude, as Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show calls it. And I was that's when I do a ton of production. Okay, half my day is putting together promos and like the Tara long form shows and Charlie long form shows and all that kind of stuff. I'm the one who does all that stuff. So while I'm in there, I usually have music playing, and the Go-Go's started playing, and we got the beat by the Go-Go's. And Tim walks in, not for the first time, just starts laughing at my music, and it's not like Tim is like 18 or something. Tim's in his 30s.
Yeah.
So, I mean, which makes you feel even worse. And I'm like, so what's wrong with my music? Nothing. I was just having I was like, dude, so do you not still listen to the music you listened to when you were in high school? And he said, yes. I said, so don't make fun of my music.
Yeah.
Because the Go-Go's were out when I was in high school. So my question to the text line, 71307, and to the stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X. I think I got everything in there. Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's there.
Yes. What music do you still listen to? And are you embarrassed by it? So I will tell you, I still listen to 80s. I love 80s. So if the Go-Go's are playing, awesome. If you want to throw in some Duran Duran, absolutely. Rock music from the 80s, yes. I will still play some. You can still rock in America. Oh yeah. All right.
Well, that's the thing. My iPod has like it's the
iPod,
music.
You still use that?
I still use an iPod. Yeah.
Do you really?
I have an iPod Touch and I use that. And it's so eclectic. Like you could be listening to Slipknot. The next song could be ABBA. The next song could be S Club 7. You could have anything, and then all of a sudden,
I can see how that would make you epileptic.
Yeah, and then the next thing you know, Mozart's Fifth Symphony will come on.
There you go.
Like, yeah, and like I mean, but then again, I've been listening to, and I think it's true with a lot of radio people is that we listen to a lot of music. We listen to a lot of different music, or we'll be doing something. It's like, oh, I need something. I need to make a bed. I need to fill something in. And you'll be looking through music, and all of a sudden, a song that you've never heard before just pops into your brain. And you're like, oh yeah, no, that'll work. That works perfectly. Or it's. But I think.
All right, Chris, stop with the dark country stuff.
Chris loves pushing the dark country.
I don't have any dark country on my.
I don't know what that is.
It's actually not bad.
I don't know what it is.
Listen to dark country
a little bit.
It has country in it, so I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: I don't like country. I like Western style. That's the way I usually play.
But is country not Western anyway?
It's supposed to be. It's country and Western, but they got rid of the Western, so now Western is just. It's
look. If you're singing about your dog, your truck, and your girl, I'm not into
my
it.
dog.
If you're singing about
ran all with my wife and my truck, and then I died.
See that? You know why that isn't working?
Why?
Because you don't have enough twang yet. You got to really work on the twang. Yeah.
On the text line, we had texter 497 says Adam West will always be my favorite Batman. I like them all, but he is the best. So that's just one that came in. But you're saying about my my country twang, I don't have Gail. No,
that's it'll come.
It'll come.
Eventually. Yeah, it'll take you. I think you got to be here at least a decade.
Okay.
Getting close.
Yeah. Viper Dave on the stream says I listen to a large variety, but the one I take the most slack from coworkers is classical. And I'm, I have some classical, but I also have a ton of video game music. So the theme from Skyrim will pop in there next to some Motown. I mean, it just does that.
I don't know why I'm imagining Motown in Skyrim, but
there's probably a mod for it. There are mods for everything. Let's see.
That's the thing, like so much music came from classical music, like so
absolutely.
Much. Like a lot of rap music came from it. When they drop a beat, it could be classical music that pops into it. I know Chopin, a lot of his stuff has been turned into classical music or turned into modern music.
Yeah,
because it's royalty free. Because it's so old. After a certain, is it 50 years after the composer passes away, you can use their stuff freely.
Yeah,
and it's out in the public. What's it? The public forum, the public domain.
Public domain.
Yeah. So you can use. There's the thing: if you want to make a video, just use the classical music, the original classical music, and you can put it into it because you won't get stopped from using it. And that is a great thing about it.
Yeah. And I listen to classical all the time when I'm at work.
Yes.
Yeah. When I'm in the mode trying to make something, nothing hits better than having some classical music. It goes on for a while and it just helps with the creative juices, as it were.
There you go.
It churns them.
All right. Viper says nothing beats a beautiful cello solo. I agree. I need to get me some cello. I don't know anyone who plays the cello that I'm aware of. Yeah. Chris says some old fashioned funk rock is good. Yeah.
Ding, 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 ding. Every time
Are you about to play that funky music, white boy?
Yes, I
was. Okay, all right. I think he's more thinking of some other stuff like Bootsy Collins and some guys like that.
Okay,
like
Bootsy.
Bootsy. Yeah.
Older.
Bootsy's like 10 feet tall and he can jam.
They
wore those platforms, man.
Okay, I was about to ask, was that the shoes?
Look up Bootsy Collins. You go ahead on your phone and
Collins? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, Bootsy. He's not related to Phil Collins. No, Bootsy.
Can you hear it calling in the air of the night?
Yeah, that's not exactly that. But you know what? That was out the same time that the Go-Go's were out. And I bet
music is so old, man.
And I bet I wouldn't get so you say that, and
no, I like it. I like that kind of music.
Clarence Carter, yes.
I like this man's
the big man. So here's what I'll hear a song on commercial, like there's a song on the Taco Bell commercial, and by White Reaper. And I went and found that song because it's just so catchy. We've heard songs like at the Cheesecake Factory. There was a song that played every time we were in there. And I went and found it. So, and Cameron will find a brand new song. Usually, I think I'm more alternative than anything else. He'll find something, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I like that." So, but
doesn't mean I like a lot of alternative too.
Yeah. So I mean, I like a lot of different music. But do you get made fun of by people when they come and they hear what music you're listening to?
No, I don't think I ever have.
All right, when your son gets a little bit older, some of it comes from your children. They're like, "Oh, Dad, are you listening to that?" I really didn't have that problem too much, except for and OG of the Upstate Pulse, Chris Evans, does the same thing with his kids. When they hear him sing of something, he has them look it up and they listen to it together.
Yeah.
Rock Band helped us out a bunch because I've a ton of songs on Rock Band, and Cameron and Raven both learned a bunch of those songs from that. So
yeah, but we were at home a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago now, and Lachlan came walking in the house. He was with Lauren, he was with my wife, and next thing he just sits on the couch and he's just kind of, he's a 3-year-old, so anything could pop out of his brain. Mm-hmm. And next thing all I hear is knock, knock, door, knock, 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 door. And I just looked at my wife and said, "What?" And she says, he heard Bob Dylan knocking on heaven's door.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so I grabbed my guitar, started playing Knocking on Heaven's Door, and he was there and he was dancing around. He goes, knock, knock, knocking on the door. I was just, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. So I'm like, he's definitely, his grandparents love music. His mom and dad love music. So it's going to be, and this is the first time in my life I haven't had a record player in the house. So I need to get sorted with that. I need to acquire one somewhere and get one.
It's pretty easy.
Yeah, it is. No, they're there. They're everywhere. But I want to get a good Technics one with a belt driven. I want to, do. I don't want
all the bells and whistles.
Yeah, yes. I don't want to. Well, no, not with bells and whistles because they're kind of the oldest type of record player. But I just I want to get a good.
So does anybody know where you can find that kind of record player?
Old school.
Text us 71307 or hit us up on the stream because Odie's looking for one. All right, we'll go take a break. When we get back, we will continue with the fun, including if we have time. It might be oops time. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas.
By the way, to whoever was requesting the Pappy Evil laugh, that's basically just his laugh. Pappy can't help but laugh at evil and menacing.
I kind of remember the old hi-fis that everybody had a record player with 2 tape decks.
Yeah.
That thing, or a record player on the top.
Yeah, dude, that's been a long time since those.
Yeah, but I want one though, and I want to get like.
I think they make newer ones like that.
They do, but the thing is, if they were looked after.
Look, Uncle Jesse's playing the.
He done playing. They got a hootenanny.
Oh, you haven't heard them before?
I have. Yeah. That was his band, wasn't it? Was it?
They're a family that Ernest T. Bass is in love with the daughter.
Yeah, no, but that was.
Does it end well?
He throws bricks through windows.
So Andy Griffith used to
say,
no,
it did not end well.
Right?
Yeah, he's had albums out. He's had comedy albums.
Yeah, but were they not?
I don't think so.
I think they were his band.
They could have been.
Yeah.
I'm not positive.
Was Andy Griffith's band Andy Griffith's band?
Andy Griffith?
You could also
Griffith had a band?
I could look it up, but I like when the crew tells.
It's audience participation. I get it. Come back with oops.
What about Sergeant Pepper?
To take 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, come back with oops. Sorry, I'm trying to find a football game. Let's just put that one on.
Yeah. Also on the Dark Country thing, Chris, I have listened to a little bit of that. I also kind of used it for.
I thought you guys were making it up. So there
No,
actually
it's an
is a
actual
Dark
thing.
Country.
And he confirmed it because like the stuff, like the subject matter is murder, having to deal with the devil or get away from the devil, and redemption.
Really? Okay.
Running with the devil.
It's still country though, so it probably sucks. But I mean,
It's not bad.
Yeah, it's country.
So I used it for a lot of D&D sessions I had for like a bard. So there was a bad guy who was a bard, and I had those songs actually being played, and all of it was in opposition to the party. And also making fun of his own minion.
Christian Care Ministries. They're the ministries that cares.
Yeah, Jim Neighbors could, Gomer could sing. That's for sure.
I know this could probably be controversial, but I only started watching the Andy Griffith Show when I came to America. We didn't have it in Ireland, and I really enjoyed. It's wholesome as all get out.
It happened right up the road.
Yeah, no, I've been up to the area. When Gomer Pyle came to it, it kind of killed it a little bit for me.
So you're more of a Goober fan?
No. I enjoyed it when it was in black and white.
Howard Sprague. You're a Howard Sprague guy.
Who's Howard Sprague?
The real straight-laced guy. I mean, there are a bunch of different side characters on there.
Yeah, no, there are. But
Otis the Drunk. There we go.
I liked Otis the Drunk. I liked it. I really did. I really enjoyed it. And I even enjoyed it when Gomer Pyle came into it. I still watched it, like the rest of it. But yeah.
It's all right. I think he was only there like a year and then he went to the Marines.
I think he was in a season, yeah. But no, I liked the original characters like Andy and Barney, but it was wholesome as all hell, so I enjoyed it.
And Opie.
Opie. Do you know how many people call me Opie?
No.
Lots of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they don't get Odie or something.
Okay.
Hey, Opie.
All right.
It's the same reason why we get called Witzels.
Or I get called London.
Hey, London.
Yeah, it's like, what?
London calling.
Yes, yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, how do you get London from London?
I just think it's
autocorrect, maybe. I don't know.
I just think it's Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. But,
well.
Is Mr. Mosby around?
Yes, he's sitting right here. All right, so we love doing oopses from every week if we can find them. Some of my favorite ones are when science types and media get duped. And this is one of those cases, and Odie brought it to my attention. I hadn't seen it yet. I probably would have found it when I started doing show prep, but this just happened to happen on Dublin Beach. I was really shocked that there are beaches in Ireland. I mean, who knew?
There's some really good beaches in Ireland.
Who knew?
Good beaches.
I mean, it's like Ireland's landlocked, right? So how could they have beaches? Anyway, so
I suppose it has London to the east.
Yeah, well,
and another bit of London on the west.
I don't know.
And then it's landlocked by England.
I don't know. I've never been here before. Scotland on one side, and France, and then
where's Finland? Is that close?
And
Finland.
Where's that one where they speak Spanish?
Spain.
Oh yeah, Spain.
Portugal.
Yes.
A moose once bit my finger. Mm-hmm.
We have offended.
All right, we're good. I just wanted to offend Odie. When an astrophysics enthusiast stumbled across a huge crater on a beach in Ireland yesterday,
Portmarnock Beach,
he was ecstatic at the thought of it being a huge scientific discovery with an abandoned meteorite in hand. David Kennedy claimed to others it had come from up above, and the hole was the aftermath of a cosmic event on Portmarnock in the Portmarnock beach, not what he said, in County Dublin. So when they say a county, they put county before the County Dublin. All right. Unfortunately, the cosmic event turned out to have been two young men digging a hole in the sand during a Saturday's heat wave. The hole had prompted serious speculation with the astrophysics enthusiast. Can you be an astrophysics enthusiast?
Of course you can.
So I'm not really an astrophysicist, but I'm kind of into
like
it.
that.
I'm kind of into it, you know.
I do it as a hobby.
Yes.
Man, you're an astrophysicist. Can you read my mind?
Yes, that's how that works. Call Cleo or Madam Cleo. Well, debating the depth of the indents in the sand, which might link to a celestial event, also found was a small but heavy rock inside the crater, sparking further debate as to whether it was a meteorite. Mr. Kennedy said, "As you can tell, here there is a scorch mark on the side, so that would have been at the angle that it came down in weighty. I'm not sure
he's from
of its
Dublin.
composition, but that's dude, let me do what I'm doing. We're definitely going to have to find out."
He actually was said, well, you see there now, there's a scorch mark on the side of it, which would have meant it came from an astrophysical phenomenon. Doobie.
All right, so I was going to try to do an Irish accent because I can't, and I'm just guessing that, just like here, someone from Ireland could come to America and work on a radio station. There's some old school English dude who just happens to be a cop with mustaches and a Keystone cap on.
Jolly good, sure. We've come across here and we've seen a hill. We believe it was dug by an asteroid.
Yes, I'm just thinking Monty Python looking at the beach. That's what I'm doing.
Well, what we've got here is owl. It was filled in by the water.
Yeah, only about a month ago, I was watching a documentary from NASA on exactly what you're looking at behind you. So when I looked at it and saw how uniform it is, I'm not going to do my accent anymore because he hurt my feelings. I knew immediately that what I was looking at is an impact site, he added. Also, falling for the prank was Virgin Media News, which is in last night's news bulletin reported on the meteorite crater. So anyway, one headliner. Oh, here it is. From Spoxajor.
From what?
Spoxajor. Here you go. You can read what Spoxajor said in your accent.
Spaghetti.
What?
Spaghetti.
That sounds German.
It does. It could be German. All right.
Lads, I'm in bits. Virgin Media are after reporting there's a hole on Portmarnock Beach that could be the aftermath of a cosmic event. Some fellas literally dug a hole the day before with a kid's shovel.
With a kid's shovel?
The way your man was talking, it was as if a rock was after being an asteroid had landed. It had me in absolute tears, boy.
I want you to know I had intended for you to read that all along. Anyway, so
I can just imagine the two drunk guys. Here, do you know what we do? How about we dig a hole and see if we can get to China?
Yes,
Sure.
exactly.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yes, exactly. They tried to get to China. They got down as far as they did, and they stopped and decided to go get another pint or whatever it is they drink.
How far down are we?
Guinness or something?
We're about 5.5 foot. I'm thirsty. Let's go for a pint. Okay,
exactly. That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly.
And then
where should we put? Let's put a rock at it. Look at it.
No, I can just imagine the two of them were there. It's like, do you know what we'll do? Let's put a rock, and then some idiots will think that it's a meteorite. That's exactly what happened.
Or they're drunk. They're down there digging the hole, and their buddy or wives showed up and threw a rock at them to get their attention to tell them it was time to go home.
Will you come out?
The large stuff.
Will you come out? Get out of the hole.
No, we're digging.
I'm digging. Listen, I've got relatives down in China. I'm going to go and say hello to them. So we're digging a hole.
Yeah, Chris, you could be right. Maybe they thought the leprechaun was there and they were digging for it. But those are found at the end of the rainbow.
You have to know where to look for a leprechaun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they on beaches?
I can't be telling you that.
Okay. Was one of their names Darby? All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to finish up the hour. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. It wasn't that bad of an accent.
Oh, I'm sore from laughing. My head hurts.
Are the Irish known for being drinkists?
Yes.
I've never seen
drinkists
before.
Is that a thing? I guess it could be a thing.
Ah, yes. The drinkists.
Oh, no. Here come the drinkers.
I don't think I know.
I get I'm a member of the media. I get that, but I love it when the media gets duped.
Oh,
I think
100%,
it's hilarious.
100%.
You always love a good troll.
So here's one just for this. I used to work in a radio station, and there was a girl I was filling in for.
Mm-hmm.
She was on the morning show, and she was the female version of Ron Burgundy.
Okay.
Mullingar, the town I'm from.
Does she also have a mustache?
You say Mjolnir?
Mullingar, the town I was from, and Athlone, the next town over, right? There was roads between them. There was no rivers.
Mjolnir was that Lone?
Wait.
Okay.
It was all inland. It was all landlocked. Somebody texted in.
Like Ireland is.
Yes.
Somebody texted into her and said, will you let people know that the ferry between Mullingar, it'd be like saying Greenville and Anderson. Like, will you let people know that the ferry between Greenville and Anderson isn't running today? And she read it out on here. I was just like, oh my God. So when I started reading out the text messages that were coming in, I was like, you do know that, I'm not going to say her name, that girl is not working today. Like all of these ridiculous text messages came in. Hi, Odie. Will you tell people that the road from Dublin has been taken up for this morning? I'm like, but yeah, that was funny. That was funny.
See, we were talking about leprechauns, so I thought you were talking about actual fairies. So I was like, okay, why don't I not get this? Now I know what it is. It's talking about like a boat.
Oh, I never put a rejoin back in there.
A boat.
All right, it's back in there now.
It either makes it more refined or it says what people don't like.
I try not to mix my sports with this, Stephen, but they gave a game of it. They absolutely did.
They gave a game of it.
You know, in the end, though, it was still a loss.
So apparently there's a Technics guy in Easley that repairs turntables.
There you go. I got two turntables and a microphone.
Flacido Domingo only likes good music.
Yes.
Flacido. Are we still calling it?
I haven't heard. It's a flaccid thing. Yeah, I haven't heard Flacido in so long. So long.
Chris somewhere just turned around.
How we know it wasn't Chris?
Yeah, it was
probably
Chris. But I just imagine Chris turns around, you hear Spanish guitars.
Yes.
Flacido Domingo.
Hey Cam, do you want me to keep these for the?
Yes. Yes. Do that. And we probably
Why
will.
are you talking like that? Yes.
Do it. Do it in the show.
Good.
Part of the show.
Do it.
We probably will talk a little Ahsoka in the before the end of this hour too. Maybe. Zelda's not going to win Game of the Year. It's not. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to win Game of the Year.
Absolutely, and it should.
I love Starfield. I'm just getting into Starfield, but I can't get away from Baldur's Gate 3. I keep going back. So
I think it's actually weird that I'm having I'm
going to play, dude. That thing is going to. There's 1,000 planets. I know that's going to take a while.
I know.
There's right now a finite amount of times that you can beat Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, what I'm saying
I
is
may never beat. Well, you can beat the main mission for Starfield.
I'm just saying I was the bigger D&D nerd, so it's.
I'm trying to learn here.
It's cool for me. I'm
learning.
This.
You know what's even more worth it is if you have Game Pass and you don't have to pay for it. The game. They'll meet them all again on their way back to the middle.
I don't know if I like that one. It just doesn't, it doesn't say German techno.
Well, not all the music I picked is German techno.
Well, it should be.
Well, I can tell you, if you want to add some music, I have shown you how to do it. Just make sure it's whitelisted, and then you can use it.
Do you know what I figured out? This headphone is louder than this one. Either that or this ear is more broken than this ear.
I could yell on either and see.
Oh, that just feels. Oh, yeah, no, it's the headphones. I think it's time for Odie to buy a new.
Okay, all right. You know, I'm all into the troubleshooting, man. That's what I do.
The simple solution.
All right, text line 71307. We have some texts.
Odie, there's a guy in Easley that repairs and sells only Technics turntables by CTH. He did a great job of my repair, so you might like it. Well, I shall look him up and give him a go. Hey, Cam, have you ever listened to Heavy Horses? I don't know what it is. There's 2 albums. Not every song. It says not every song is great, but worth to listen at least once.
It's dark country, apparently, because you guys are still in this dark country thing, and you're just not going to.
No, hold on. It's dark outlaw western is what it is.
All right, so you might get me with that. You might get me
style.
Yeah, you might get me with that. Absolutely, you might get me with that.
And then I have Flacido Domingo. Only likes good music.
Yes.
Why?
we haven't heard from Flacido in a while, but it's good to know that he's still out there and he's still a lover.
Is he Spanish? He has to be.
Well, of course, Flacido. I mean,
Flacido Domingo.
He's out in the West.
I only like the good music.
He has to be.
All right.
Right on, Flacido Domingo.
All right. Chris also says Heavy Horses are a good band.
I'll have to check them out.
All right. So if you want to be a part of the show, text line 71307. Let me do that slower. 7130, not an O, 07.
71307.
All right. That's funny you should ask that, Stephen. The thing is, we can't do the thing that we need to do about Nerfwall today because Matthew's not here.
Oh.
So
that means
there is, and you weren't here either. There's a 3-way tie.
Oh, I like a 3-way.
Yes, there's a 3-way tie. And so we got to figure out how to break said tie, and the loser is on the wall. And the option is still there. Am
I not infallible now?
All right.
I got annihilated.
All right. You are, if you can't lose twice, unless you tie. Yes. I'm not saying that you tied, and I'm not going to say, all right, I'll just say this. I'm not safe. All right. So one person is, and I'm not going to tell you who it is.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was just trying to do math.
So anyway, there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
There are actually 5 because Rob Young picked. There are 5 of us. One of us is safe from the tie, but I can't say who it is. It's either one of you are safe or Matthew's safe, but I am part of the tie.
Oh.
And there's also the option, if you remember, that we brought up, that if someone were to pick Rob Young's picks and he were to win the whole thing, then they'd be good. But if they picked his picks as their own picks and he lost or even got in second place, then you'd have to do double time on the wall. And because I know I can't do that, and we know I'm part of the tie, but the other 2 people, one of them can actually pick Rob Young's picks, and then therefore if he won, then they would not have to be on the wall unless he got second place or less. Then they would have to be on the wall for twice the time. And you know what? Here's what we're going to do.
I pick a Wiki Wango card.
We are going to figure all this out the next time that everyone's here together. And one way you'll know someone's getting shot is when you see all the guns lined up in the window.
Let's play Bamboozled.
You are listening to the game. Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas and Georgia and the world and the universe. And several other dimensions. Not all of them, though. Yet.
Interdimensional radio.
Interdimensional.
It is like Steiner math, or what I would like to call MJF math. So
I saw that he apparently did something.
Yeah. We talked about it in the in Fight Club Thursday. I played both of them back to back. MJF did it even better. It was great, but he did it without reading. Steiner struggled as he read it. You can see him just kind of. He's not a good talker. Not that I am, but you know.
I feel like you're better than Steiner, though.
Yeah, well, as steroids. I mean, they make you stutter and stuff. At least that's what I'm told.
Also, Steven said, I would do anything short of selling my soul to put Rob Brown on the Nerf wall.
Hey, man, everybody wants him there. I want him there.
The people.
Odie doesn't know him, so he did. I can't speak for him, but
it.
you guys want him on that wall.
Everybody
I want him on that wall.
wants.
I will tell you, he's not on that wall. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, he is not on that wall. He did pick also. I forgot.
Oh, did
He
he?
picked, yes, but we picked on the Rob Brown show. But he's not on that wall.
One day he will lose.
One day.
And
One
on
day
that
you will lose. And it could be this time.
Well, no one wants to see me
Maybe
on the wall.
Everybody wants to see anyone who's never been there. Okay.
Don't you try and put words in the people's mouth.
Why? I'm the people's champ.
Don't
That's what you do.
try and put people in the word's mouth.
The word might like it. The
Hashtag more pappy. Yeah. Well,
Don't encourage him. Don't encourage him.
see, Steven.
Hashtag at least the pappy.
Oh, nice hair, dude.
One way or another. You see, if I was in
Hashtag
charge
Paps free.
of drawing stuff on that screen,
The signal's messed up.
yeah, no, but
Yeah.
drawing stuff on the screen, you know the way they circle the players.
You mean
and
like the
circle
search,
ball?
the telestrator?
Yeah, everybody knows what I would draw on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Love hearts.
Of course.
Haha.
Of
Ah, you
course.
see, no. Your mind went out.
He said hearts, by the way.
Hearts.
Yes.
Wait, what did it sound like? I
It's
said?
really fast. It might have sounded like, the release of gaseous material.
Love farts.
That's what it sounds
Okay.
like. And you might. I don't know.
What is a love fart? You could name a band, Lonzo and the Love Farts.
It does have a ring to it. It actually literally has a. But what style of music would we be doing? What style of music would we do?
Nothing but ballads.
God.
Yes. Okay.
Well, our first one is love farts. Love me.
That's pretty good, Cameron. That's good. I don't say that word, so I can't.
know you don't,
I can't do it.
You don't say that word.
Nope. And I have no interest in saying the word. It bothers me when other people do. I don't care if you think I'm weird, because
I know you're weird.
everyone thinks I'm weird.
I like that you're weird.
and
I was
I'm
going to
okay
say,
with it.
there's no normal person in this room.
All right. If I would have had the guts to say that word, I would have gotten beaten. So no.
Well, as a kid, like,
Yeah. Let's
Oh.
not go into
No,
too
by
much.
me.
But yeah. Cameron's got a.
can you say it?
Battle. He just did.
I just
Oh, yeah,
did.
okay.
I don't like that he said it, but he said it.
I mean, that's one of the ones where it's just like, all right, Dad, that's on you. But
Everybody farts.
for the most part, I don't say it all that much, I guess, because he doesn't say it.
That's funny.
But I say it on occasion.
I'd rather say cut the cheese. I'd rather say rectal explosion. I mean, there's a lot of things.
That's so much worse.
Rectal explosion.
That's the voice I hear in my head.
In what world is
I've asked
rectal
you ready
explosion?
to play when I cue it.
The word we're going
I didn't want any
for
confusion
is
there.
trauma.
Yes.
It's not DJ.
Pappy coined the phrase rectal explosion,
I did.
which makes someone's mom and someone's wife very uncomfortable and they don't like it. So it's been used many times because that.
Wait, for whose wife?
My wife and your mom.
Same person.
Oh, yeah, same
Yes,
person.
Yes.
Sorry, I wasn't
Same
paying
person,
attention.
2 names.
Yes.
Look at that person.
Yeah, but like,
The rectum is actually, I don't know if you knew this.
rectum.
The rectum
nearly
is,
killed him.
yes, is a scientific term and anatomical
Should
term.
have aimed a
I
bit more to the
believe.
left.
And explosion is a common word. So, you
The
know,
2 words put together.
yes.
Well, then, in that
Correct.
case, I can use the Irish word for word
No,
because it's a word.
No, you cannot.
No,
Yes,
you
you can.
can't, because it sounds too much like something else.
It's better than rectal explosion.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It is absolutely is not.
Rectal explosion is not.
No.
Adjacent
No,
to
it's
y'all
not.
are in trouble
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I know. I saw it. But see, you act like me being in trouble
No.
is an unusual thing. Because it is not.
That's funny.
By the way,
Yes.
did you fade Fox?
Yes. Look, he's down. I killed him.
Okay.
Gone.
I'm trying to help you
I
to
know.
not have that happen
I know.
again.
I-
Yes.
You know, yeah.
Help us help you, Odie.
Hey,
I-
Mrs.
I'm-
Lonzo.
I'm kind of that's not.
That's not her
yeah,
name.
it's- I mean, you see her name.
I know you.
That kind of stuff will get me in trouble.
Yeah, no, but
she is definitely her own person and the boss of the house.
100%.
So don't.
But I was brought up that you have to call.
You can say the last name, even though I don't use my last name. People know what it is. I don't use the last name because I'm like Bono or Cher or Madonna. I don't need my last name. Okay. All right. That's why I don't use my last name.
To be fair, I do just mention it and people go like, oh yeah, I know him.
And the main reason why I didn't use it is early on, some Clemson folks wanted to hurt me or anyone with that name. So there's that.
There's that.
Yeah.
Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Cameron having a blast on a Saturday night. Matthew's not here because he's doing a lab.
What kind of blast?
He's doing a lab. We're not doing that. He's doing a lab. We know what kind of lab is he doing? Matthew is an evil scientist kind of guy. Don't you picture him? I mean, he has a secret lair. There's no doubt in a Dexter kind of way that he has a secret lair.
He has a very Professor Membrane thing, and that's a very him thing to understand.
If anyone was going to be an evil mastermind on this show,
100%.
It's Matthew for sure, without a doubt.
I'm as transparent as glass. Like Matthew, you can see him. He's like,
yes.
He's evil.
He's up to something.
He's conniving. He's always up to something. And whatever it is, it's in the lab. That's why he's not here. Tim down the hallway. So he may or may not pop his head in before the show's over. But I don't think so because he's doing a Furman game. And I don't know if that's over yet or not. Chris points out something that's very important. It's something that I've had to reiterate many times, had to re-say, whatever you want to say, to explain to people, I am not a Lonzo. I am the Lonzo. And there are videos and stuff to show it because there's been a problem, and it still occurs, where people don't know how to say just Lonzo. They have to put an A on the front of it. And you can see when you try to teach them, it's like,
why would you put Alonzo?
Because that's how they.
That is an Italian name, Alonzo.
I think it's more Spanish actually, and but there have been some famous Alonzos, like Alonzo Mourning, and who was a famous basketball player who played in Charlotte. So maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. It's just some people, and then they can't say. So I go by Lonzo on the air. That is my name, by the way. But my friends and family growing up call me Lon. All right.
Yeah.
The people here call me Lons because they can't just say Lon.
I thought it was more of like a cool guy.
Oh,
thing.
no.
I could say Lon.
No.
I wouldn't. I mean,
they struggle. Now,
by the looks of things, I'm in trouble, by the way.
But Twisted Todd calls me Lons, but I love it when he does it because he's twisted.
Yeah. It's Twisted Todd. How could you not like that?
Lisa, you really should have put exclamation mark because I feel like I'm in trouble.
No, you're good. You're good.
My name is.
At least you didn't say I'm not Lisa.
Oh yeah, okay.
My name is Julie. Lisa left you many years ago. I am throwing some lyrics out there to a song.
Yeah.
Maybe some of you know the song or not.
There.
Yes.
There. Yeah.
It might as well. I think it was country. Actually, was it? I don't even remember. No, actually, I think Olivia Newton-John did it. Was it Olivia Newton-John? Cameron, look up I'm Not Lisa and tell me who, or someone out there who knows it.
We have on the text line, on the flaccid text line, 713.
You can go Flacido for the rest of the day if you want.
Flacido Domingo.
On the Flacido.
Alonzo and Lonzo are very, very difficult. There's a difficult to differentiate.
Yes, it's very rough.
Why is there a tree? Why are you? Cameron has just held up a picture of a tree to show me what a tree looks like. I know what it looks like. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think it was giving you a visual aid in case you forgot how to say it. Yes, that's what I'm going with. Yes, absolutely. Do we have any more texts?
We have another one that says on voice to text Lonzo. So, no, is that an A? Hold on, let me zoom in. No, that's an O. That's Alonzo.
Yeah, some people do it on purpose on 2 different stations to make me mad because and that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with instigation. I'm all for it. And
dude, you can't say that on
yeah,
you've been a party to that quite a bit.
Yes, I am master instigator. So I really am.
You're
Did you know that if you go on a date on your own It's having a master date. That's
okay.
That's the name for it.
All right. Do you know what? This is a good time to play the Ask Odie theme.
But it is.
What?
That's exactly
That's your answer for everything.
I don't know where you got that idea.
What the?
Whoa, that's some tricky wording on that question.
What's going on?
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
All right, this is the time of the show. Eventually, we'll run out of stuff to ask Odie, maybe. I don't know.
Doubt it.
If you have any questions for the guy who's not from around here,
Ain't from around Edward.
that would be me and Cameron. We're not from around here, even though we've...
Technically, I'm from around here.
Well, no, you're not. I've lived here half my life. He's lived here almost the majority of his life. So technically, none of us are from around here. But there's one of us that's really not from around here.
Really?
So if you have a question for the guy who's really not from around here, something that you've always wanted to know about Ireland, because as we've learned here in the upstate of South Carolina, and maybe it's that way in North Carolina and Georgia also, if you live somewhere, you are an expert in that place.
Yeah.
Just like Ohio, I know everything about Ohio, apparently. So even though I haven't lived there like in 26 years, I still know everything about it. So Odie knows everything about Ireland.
Yes, everything.
And I'm going to get the party started, if you will.
Go for it.
By asking Odie.
Yes.
Do they have boy bands in Ireland?
Do we? What?
And I'm not talking about NSYNC or any of that. I'm talking about Irish boy bands.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could say U2 were the original boy band because they're boys.
See, boy bands aren't really bands usually.
Okay.
They're vocal groups, I think.
So, yes.
So
and
you know how
dance.
they have K-pop. You have I-pop.
Yes, we do. we have boy bands. We have a band called Boyzone, who are reforming again.
Boyzone?
Boyzone.
As in a friend zone? No,
Yeah,
Boyzone.
Boyzone.
Okay, all right.
And
A
we
zone
have
of boys.
A zone of boys. And we have Westlife.
Westlife.
And they
Is
were
that like Westlife?
not even slightly. If you
Okay.
saw them, you'd be like,
Yeah.
no,
All
they're-
right. Well, I mean, there are gangs in Ireland. I know. So
There's a
I'm
few,
just-
yeah, there's a few. We have Westlife, and then we had the original girl band, not the Spice Girls. It was before the Spice Girls. It was a band called Bewitched, and so
Could they make their noses move?
it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, they could do like Bewitched, but yeah. So yes, Ireland has lots of boy bands.
Is it rife with boy bands?
Yes.
Oh, it's rife.
Are those
Absolutely rife.
have those boy bands charted highly?
Oh, big time, yeah.
So are the boy bands in Ireland?
Okay, so
Are they like the boy bands here? I mean, are they swooned over
Yes.
and all that kind of? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
like when Boyzone are no longer.
If you had Lonzo
together,
saying swoon at 8:13,
swoon.
bingo.
Bingo was his name. Oh, was it the dog or the farmer was called Bingo?
Yes.
I don't know, but neither made it.
So you know Niall Horan. So Niall Horan and Harry
Nihilist?
Styles. They're kind of big in the pop scene at the minute. They both came from a boy band, and Niall is Irish, so it was kind of half Irish.
So I thought they were individuals, and then Simon Cowell put them together into a boy band. Not that I would know or anything. I mean, that's just
so
what I
there was a
thought.
thing. It was like, you know, America's Got Talent.
Yes.
You've heard of it.
Yeah, because they do it in several. In
Yes.
Britain's Got Talent.
So Britain's Got Talent was the original one.
So
And
did
there
you
was
guys watch
5
Britain's Got Talent?
Yeah.
And you didn't watch? There's no Ireland's Got Talent.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, we have that as well.
Okay.
And we watched that as well. The Ireland or the Britain's Got Talent, that found the 5 singers who
Yeah, I know.
turned into
I know.
One Direction, and
One
then
Direction,
they split up, and now they're multi-bazillionaires.
Yes, they are.
And
I thought
It
you were
all
gonna say they're in
started.
multiple
It
directions.
all started when Zayn left the band. I don't know how I know that, but I heard that or
Why
something.
do you know so much about One Direction?
I just I have a daughter.
That is a very good point.
That's-
She used to be into that.
Yes, she did. Still into Harry Styles.
we got a text that I cannot, not even slightly, I can't put cheese into it. I cannot. But thank you so much, because it made me giggle. It's from 890, and I will show it to the guys before the thing. But no.
Yes.
It's funny, but no.
All right. Viper has a question for Odie on the stream. Viper asked this. America has Superman as a national protector. Who is Ireland's superhero?
Michael Collins.
Is that like a soccer player? or
No,
something?
Michael Collins is the reason that I'm Irish, not English.
Oh, okay. So this is back in the.
This is back.
Okay.
He was,
All right.
He was shot in Bale na Blow, killed, assassinated in Bale na Blow on the 12th of April, 1922.
Bail and blow.
Bail and the blow.
Is that the shillelagh?
It's the Valley of the
No,
Flowers.
on the TV. Was that shillelagh?
Shillelagh. What a shillelagh.
I thought it might have been
hand.
a shillelagh. So you're talking about an actual person.
Yes.
We're talking about a fictional superhero. So does Ireland have the equivalent of Superman? Although you could say that Superman is everyone's hero.
Yeah, he is. But we have patio furniture.
It's his power to summon couches. You know, that wouldn't be a bad one. Just summon a couch on top of a guy and just squish him.
No, man.
Yeah,
patio furniture is outside, dude.
I should know use.
He can't work inside at all.
Yeah, he's outside.
Yeah.
I mean, if patio furniture is inside, then it's not patio furniture anymore.
So in this case, it's like wicker tables and stuff like that getting thrown at people.
Yeah, he wicks them at people. Wicker table. So wick. I am patio furniture.
Is that
you shall not sit on me until the sun comes out.
What color is his uniform?
Oh, green.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
green.
all right.
And he has a harp on his chest.
You say? Did you say hair lip or did you say
Harp.
harp?
He has a harp on his chest, man. That better. I said it in
You
American.
mean harp as in?
I always
as
figured
in
that's Canadian,
The thing that
but
one of the
know.
Marx Brothers played, harp.
That was yeah. It's a
okay.
harp. That's the symbol of Ireland.
Okay. Is really a harp a symbol of Ireland? Why? We are playing Ask Odie here, so I mean, you know. So you're supposed to remember you're an expert on all things Ireland.
So what happened was Cuchulainn came down from the mountain and he was grasping a harp by the end of the tail, and he said, "This is now going to be the symbol of our land for the rest of time." And then he licked the salmon of knowledge and he became the most knowledgeable person in the world, and that's how that goes.
Oh, I've licked that thing.
He licked the salmon. He licked the salmon of knowledge.
Yes.
There's a salmon.
There's a salmon of knowledge.
Or salmon, as some people say, of knowledge.
Salmon of knowledge.
Okay.
Yep. It was Cuchulainn.
All right. Chris wants to know, isn't Liam Neeson a national hero in Ireland?
Yeah, he would be, because he actually played Michael Collins. So there you go.
Okay. There we go.
There's the whole circle. There, you see? Well, you should look it up. If you get a chance, watch the film Michael Collins, 1994. It's an Irish film made in Ireland, and it's all about how Ireland is not part of the British Empire.
All right.
That is very fascinating, but I really just want to find the salmon of knowledge.
Yes, me too.
You can't eat them anymore. Look up the salmon of knowledge.
Yeah, is it eternal? Is it infernal? I don't know.
Oh no, because so the salmon of knowledge was caught in the River Boyne, and the first person.
The River Boyne?
Boyne. The first person.
It's a springy river.
It was a river. It was a spring river in the middle of Ireland, and there was a big battle in it. And there was a salmon of knowledge caught in the River Boyne, and the first person to taste of the salmon, right, who was supposed to be Féada. He was supposed to taste the salmon of knowledge, but Cuchulainn caught the salmon of knowledge, cooked it, and there was a blister came up on the skin of the fish. He burst the blister, burnt his finger, and then licked his finger, because when you burn your finger, you put it into your mouth, and he instantly got all the knowledge of the world because he tasted of the fish.
By the way, I'd like to say I Googled this,
Wow.
and one of the prompts for this is, why the salmon?
Why the salmon?
Just why the salmon?
All right, so
graduate student life. But anyway,
I have a so is the salmon better in Ireland than it is here in America?
It's fresher.
It's oddly educational.
I don't know that that's true. I mean, you could go down to a stream somewhere and catch some salmon.
Yeah, but where are you going to catch it here?
North Carolina.
Yeah, but how far away is that? That's like 3 hours away.
Depends on how fast you drive.
Here's the thing, though. If you catch it and cook it there, it's still fresh.
It's still fresh. I've eaten
logistics.
Engine trout.
Engine trout?
Yes. That's where you catch a
It's
trout.
like a Tim Taylor type thing?
Yeah, no, you catch a trout,
yeah,
right?
Okay.
You wrap it in tin, you put butter onto it, and you fillet it, you put butter onto it, you put herbs.
Wait. You fill what?
Fillet the fish. You get a fillet of fish. Shut up. You wrap it up in tin foil.
I'm going to go down and get a fillet o fish from McDonald's.
I'd like to get a fillet of fish.
You put the fish.
I'm here for a fillet, please.
In the tin foil.
Now we're going to McDonald's and you're ordering a fillet because I want to see what happens. Yeah. I want to see what happens when Odie tries to order a fillet.
Can I get a fillet of fish?
No. Don't say the fish part.
Why are you trying to feel a fish?
Yeah, but I get that when I go to I've been to Texas Roadhouse and I say, can I get the fillet steak? And they look at me in the same way that you looked at me when I said fillet. We call it a fillet steak. That's what. Anyway, getting back to the trout that you cook on the engine. you have to drive at 60 miles an hour at gas mark, whatever it is, for about an hour. And when you get to your destination, you open up the tinfoil, the salmon will have cooked from the heat of the engine, or the trout will have cooked from the heat of the engine, and then you ingest it. And it's amazing. And you can join me here on Newsdog 98.9 for more recipe ideas.
That explains so much about
All right,
you.
we're going to take a break. When we come back, I know I said we were going to talk Ahsoka. We're definitely talking about that after we go catch some salmon and
Trout.
Rev up those engines. I'm hungry.
fillets. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
Fillet, empty
The
it.
voice of the
Empty
Carolinas.
it. And empty it of salmon.
And fillets everywhere. We have bore witness to you ordering things or talking to people and the look that they give to you. So I just would love to be with you when you go order a fillet because I want to see what happens.
I get the look. Like, my wife is sitting there and she'll order a filet mignon or whatever it is, and I'll say, "Can I get the fillet?" And they look at me and go, "Fillet?"
You gotta love that.
They make that face too with the eye twitch.
Do. And they kind of like, "You want me to fillet?"
Hey fella, you ain't from around here, are you?
So does
That's
the
cowboy
mole
cooking.
face
That
make
is
you
cowboy
understand it better?
Huh?
I was just being a smart aleck and saying,
I didn't
like,
hear you.
talking to the hypothetical people is like, does the mole face make you understand it better? Or,
Yeah. If you don't understand, you squint up your face and go, "What?"
It's like, okay, why you gotta do that? You could, just do your normal face and not do that.
I don't know. But I love the way whenever you do the Ask Odie, it just goes into the biggest tangent possible.
That's the point.
Yeah, I know.
I might want to fill it for a snack later. I don't know.
But I will go and order you a fillet of fish.
Thank you.
Fillet of fish.
Fillet o fish.
Do they make moonshine in Ireland? Yes, but we call it pochine. And it's actually really good.
Do
All I'm
your
thinking of is-
eyeballs disappear when you drink it? 'Cause
No,
I've
but-
seen some
no,
people.
but you get, right? And this one is the big one. When you drink pochine, if you drink enough of it, you will get the pochine reversals. You will be so drunk that
That
you
sounds
cannot.
like rectal explosion again.
No, the pochine reversals are whatever you want to do. Like if I had the pochine reversals now and I wanted to stand up, I'll probably sit lower. You want to walk forward, you will walk backwards.
Oh, so it inverts the controls.
Pretty much inverts your controls.
Okay, all right.
You can be like one of those savages that inverts their controls.
And the thing with pochine as well.
Listen, Dave. It is a shopping cart. It's not a buggy. A buggy is what you drive in the desert, or you push your baby
or
in.
it's what Pennsylvanians call shopping carts.
Do you want me to blow your mind completely?
No, that's what they call shopping carts down here is buggies.
It's actually called a shopping trolley.
Shopping trolley.
A shopping trolley.
Aren't trolleys supposed to be motorized though?
That's
or
tough.
are you like the motor?
Go
I
and get your
suppose?
see.
Okay, all right.
the motor.
I am the motor.
I am the motor fly.
I am electric. Anyway.
Similar looks the first time someone asked us for a shopping cart.
Okay, I just want you to go ask someone for the
A fillet.
for the trolley now.
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a trolley?
Oh yeah. The zone of boys sounds like yeah.
Oh yeah. What was the filthy text?
Oh well, I can't say it because it's even too
Well,
filthy
no,
for
is
this.
it
Come around,
still
yeah, it's still
there?
there.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. So
Not for your eyes.
yeah, I have no interest.
Third one down.
You said third, by the way.
Oh,
Third one down.
not wrong.
That's-
Or she. I don't know.
It could be a she. There's some dirty she's.
I don't know. Seems more like what a dude would say.
Jim and Easley. I can't.
This show is like so random.
Trolley is what you travel in San if you're going to San Francisco.
You ready to see the defecation on the streets?
Yes. Defecation in you know, there's a song there.
Yeah, of course. We love the parody.
We appreciate it.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here, and Leroy is still a moron.
I really need to get new headphones. This is wrecking my head.
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe your headphones are like panning, dude. So like some people are like on this side, and like other people are on the other side. And like the music's like up the middle,
And maybe
it's
I'm
like
in the
really
right.
cool. So like when the toms like they go from your left ear to your right ear.
That's
and you're
Satira,
like,
that's
that is-
Satira effect. Yeah.
It's
Who are the
so
toms?
cool.
Well, you've got Tom Riddle, and then you've got Tom Bombadil, and then you've got Tom Selleck. Tom Selleck, I think, is probably the best Tom out there because that Magnum PI mustache.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Tom
Wow.
Bombadil is the best one.
No,
out of all
no.
of them.
Tom Jones. What's new, pussycat?
Whoa,
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 whoa, whoa.
If
No.
anybody has ever seen any John Mulaney
Tom
stand up,
Selleck.
you will enjoy that song.
He
He had a great bit about that where he
no Tom
tortured.
Cruise. I know
No,
he's-
Tom Cruise is up there.
He's
I mean,
crazy and short.
He's right up
but
there, and he's
yeah.
running everywhere. But I got it on the.
He just
flaccid-
runs like a million miles, like Scientology.
How about that deaf, dumb, and blind kid?
He sure plays a mean pinball.
He does.
On the flaccid text line 71307.
It's not. No, it's a zero.
Yeah, I know. Jim and Easley. Jim, I love you, brother. Yeah, keep them coming because they're making me laugh. Sorry, everybody else, that you can't. It is not late night. What's it late night?
I don't know. I mean, it's late night somewhere, but it's not here.
It
We're
is,
not
and
doing that.
If we don't have the FCC's approval, but yeah, keep them coming. I love them.
Save that for the Upstate Pulse After Dark.
Or
the
for-
Upstate
for-
Pulse After Dark,
or-
where we get really bad.
or for the Odie podcast.
Or
It's
the Odie
perfectly
podcast,
acceptable for the Odie podcast.
Which you can find on the Odrin Fitzgerald podcast on all of your podcast providers. That's Odrin Fitzgerald podcast.
There you go. I gave you a free plug.
Thanks,
All
sir.
right. So we are at episode 5 of Asuka. No, that's the wrestler, Ahsoka. So we are going to talk some Ahsoka right now. And so if you haven't watched the latest episode, dude, what are you doing? And I know someone in the room. hasn't
Listen,
watched the
I'm
latest
just going to
episode.
say this. I'm just going to put this out there. But green chicks are hot.
Okay.
I just put it out. I know
All
what
right.
Jim Kirk was doing.
Why are you saying it like it's controversial?
Yeah,
I'm not
Everybody
saying it
likes-
like it's controversial. Like
everybody
my wife,
likes green chicks.
my wife is probably listening, and everybody says the Princess Leia bikini is kind of thing that guys like, oh, could you do the Princess Leia bikini? I'm kind of like, Lauren, do you want to get some green body paint? Just putting it out there. I'm joking.
I don't think he's joking.
think he's joking at all,
I don't
no.
think so.
It's totally a joke. It's totally a joke. Why do you have green paint in the corner
All
of the
right,
room?
so I will let me tell you, if you don't know what a wrestling pop is, it's when a wrestler does something or says something and the crowd goes nuts. Cameron had several of those pops during the latest episode of Ahsoka because there are a bunch of throwbacks. And shout out to the little girl, I don't have her name in front of me, who's been in several different things lately, including
yeah, she's been killing it.
yeah, I mean, she was good in this. All right. It's very good to see Anakin. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I will tell you the things I have a problem with.
Spoiler.
Because I'm going to tell you the things I have a problem with
Ruined it.
without spoiling, because I had this conversation rather with Rob Brown from the Rob Brown Show. I know it's
Still,
difficult.
yeah, I'll never know
It's-
how they came
I
up with that
can't
name.
get it.
Amazing.
And with Chris Evans, OG from the Upstate Pulse, about Ahsoka. And here's the two problems that I have with it. It was excellent, by the way. It was. This is nitpicking to a degree. And part of it is the de-aging. Sometimes de-aging doesn't work real well. It was okay. And I think people are just looking past it because of there were some killer scenes in this with the lightsabers and the flashes of Darth Vader. Those are
that was masterfully done.
Those were
I
really
love those
good. And when you see those, it can make you forget a little bit about how bad the de-aging is working when he moves. So when the actor is still and they do the de-aging, it's not so bad. But if there's a lot of movement, it's almost like you can see a digital after image if you look really close.
But that's the thing. If the director does it right, and if the movement, as you say, if the plot and the story and what's happening enthralls you so much that it takes your mind off it, then it's done right.
I think the problem is they have Hayden doing it, and Hayden is so fast with his lightsaber choreography.
Yes, he still moves pretty quick. And
He's so good.
That brings me to the part that bothers me.
Yep.
Ahsoka is too slow. And now listen, she is older. So I looked this up. So when Order 66 happened, according to the internet, so it's got to be true, Ahsoka was around 17. So the fact that her movements are fluid, she is quick, she is so many things. The Ahsoka now, according to several different sites, is either 47 or 48 years old. Okay, so she is older, so she should slow down. But when you slow down, there still should be moments of seeing what you used to be. And so according to this, I wanted to know how old Ahsoka's species live. So
see, that's the thing. How old was Yogurt? Sorry, Yoda. I went into
totally
Spaceballs there. Yep.
Okay, Ahsoka's species, the Togruta, have an average lifespan of 82 to 94 years old. So basically, she's like a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
Okay, and so I get it. You're going to slow down, but it's not just about the speed. I think you become more deliberate when you get older because you know you can't do what you did, but there still should be fluidity there, and there isn't. But there is a redeeming thing that I've been thinking about. All right, so this has been bothering me the whole time. Her style now matches the style of her master.
True.
If you think about her master when he got older, more deliberate, more.
So, see, Anakin couldn't help because he was mostly mechanical at that point.
Well, no, Anakin when he was originally fighting, he was full himself almost.
Yes.
But then when he turned into Vader, well, he was always Vader, but he was
when he went dark side, he became less fluid. He became a little more deliberate.
Yeah, but you have that as well. The fact that he was 85% mechanical then.
Yeah, that's the point I was trying to say.
So he's going to slow down, and he was constantly in pain as well. If the lore is anything to believe, then Vader was his body was constantly in pain.
The suit was an agonizing thing for him.
Yeah, so I mean that's going to slow you down anyway.
I also read that the suit was designed that way on purpose, and also to hold back some of his force powers so he could never, and that it would be susceptible to force lightning, so that
Palpatine can end him.
Palpatine
at any
that.
time.
Yeah. No, I get that. I understand that. But I mean, if you look at it that way, if she's mimicking her master, then why did Anakin's style differ completely from Obi-Wan's?
All right, so again, this is nitpicking.
Yeah, I know.
It's nitpicking for me. I think the show is really good. I just wish she was more. Now, the flashbacks of live action Ahsoka, she is fluid. She is all those things, but you should be able to see the natural progression from that to what she is now.
See, the question is it a limitation because Rosario Dawson can't quite do the lightsaber choreography, or was that done on purpose?
And see, I think it's her age because she's in her 40s, and most people don't move the same in their 40s as they did in their 20s.
Yeah, but the other thing to think about too, if you want to go with an in-canon reason, is Ahsoka fought for so long in her younger days and in her 20s and all that stuff.
She burned out
a little bit.
Yeah,
that's kind of what the episode was.
But she may also be out of practice.
Yeah, but you also have the fact that she's a Jedi. And I mean, you've seen Yoda when he was old, he was still able to fight.
See, that's the thing. But he was a different species.
Yeah, but you have Obi-Wan when he was older and he was well able to fight. So it's kind of like, you wonder, maybe she didn't finish her training fully with Anakin.
She didn't.
And and Anakin, his mind was completely elsewhere. So maybe he didn't have the heart in it anymore. So but then if she didn't finish her training, is she a full Jedi?
No,
she's not a Jedi anymore.
She walked away. Yeah, she walked away.
Have you ever seen the Clone Wars series?
I dabbled in and out of it.
That would fill in a lot of blanks because there's a whole storyline where Ahsoka leaves.
Gotcha.
And then the final season, Ahsoka comes back and things go very bad.
Okay.
Because it leads into Revenge of the Sith.
All right.
Yeah, I may watch it.
We're coming back with Nerd Roundtable. By the way, if you know of short sleeve turtlenecks, please let us know. Send us a picture because I want one. We're gonna be in the club with some short sleeve turtlenecks.
Why short sleeve? We could do long sleeve.
Because a gun show, baby. That's what you got to do.
Okay,
You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. Actually, now that I think about it, short sleeve turtlenecks have been done before by very famous people. They wore hats that look like flower pots on their head. I do believe that Devo had had sleeveless turtlenecks.
Why do you want to Devo us?
Why not? Devo was German without being German.
Lightning round?
Huh?
You lightning round?
No.
Roundtable.
Roundtable.
We're not that far yet.
We're close.
I will say all of the flashbacks and all that stuff. Good Lord,
it is good. It really is good.
It was.
Like I said, I'm being a little nitpicky. I absolutely
no,
am.
and I had the same nitpicks.
Is that's its bed as well? I don't need to. Yeah.
Yeah, everything they did with Anakin.
Stop overthinking, dude.
Everything they did with Anakin, the flashbacks and all that stuff, it was
man. I can't believe
done.
Florida's whipping Tennessee like they are.
And Mark, yeah, that is quite the legacy, man. 0 for 2 today.
Yeah, I know.
What's wrong with you?
Less force. Flaccid shots.
They went a bit limp.
Yes, that was my booty.
Nobody needed to hear that.
Someone did. Someone out there needed it. You're welcome.
Well, whoever that was, you're welcome.
I completely messed all of that up.
What'd you do?
But no, my brain just went.
Okay. All right. So
No, it's there. It's done. Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and get you some music ready for when we go out of it, and you're good. You're gonna have a noob-free hour. I can feel it. Feel it. Exactly. I'll be seeing that face in my dreams tonight.
Yeah, you will. Dooku, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka. That's quite a legacy. Oh yeah, Dooku was Qui-Gon's.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, did he go full?
No. Dooku was Yoda's.
No, what he's saying is Dooku was Qui-Gon's master.
Yeah.
But he was Yoda's Padawan.
Yoda's Padawan. Yeah.
But he didn't join the Sith though. He just went away from the Jedi.
No, he was a Sith Lord.
Was he?
He used Force lightning and everything.
But he was right in the end. Like, if you look at his timeline, what he said came to fruition.
He was
right, and if
he was right because he's working on that side. But the way that he thought it was going to be brought about, he would be the one to end all the corruption, all that stuff, and bring under.
So I
Sith
think
rule.
if he had killed Palpatine, we would have been in a much better place.
No, I don't think Dooku was Darth Tyrannus, by the way.
He was Darth Tyrannus.
He was Darth Tyrannus. Okay, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Palpatine is Darth Sidious.
I'm thinking of the one.
Who was the Jedi that ordered the clones?
Sifo-Dyas.
But he wasn't a Darth at all. He wasn't the Sith. He was just like, yeah.
He was actually a decent Jedi.
Yeah, but he ordered the clones without the knowledge of the council.
I forget what that storyline was. I had seen it. It was actually done in the Clone Wars series.
Yeah.
But I think he got manipulated by Palpatine as well, because Palpatine orchestrated everything.
Yeah.
It's like most routes, like the good guys might be doing something they believe is good, but it's ultimately working against.
Yeah, he was pulling the strings.
Yeah. He created a war between the entirety of the galaxy and was pulling the strings on both sides. So again, that's the reason why he won the villain bracket.
The Upstate Pulse presents the Nerd Roundtable. Allow me to elaborate, because the guys from your high school debate team need to lay the smackdown. Are you familiar with the equation? The one that estimates the odds of making contact with extraterrestrials by calculating robotics to increase and restrict a series of fractional values, such as x stars of planets, and those planets lie from the developed life, n equals r times f, b times m, e times f, l times f, I times f, c times l. You might want to get out some tape recorder, because it's going to be his stuff.
All right, welcome into the Nerd Roundtable, where we have discussions and basically talk about everything that we just talked about in the show and other stuff, and we just, have a different intro for it. That's what. Sometimes we have debate. The very first question ever asked was who shot first. Apparently, we have text because Odie's pointing at the screen.
Or I could just be pointing at the aliens.
No,
not
yeah.
Got a text in on the Flaccid text line on 71307. There is a cookbook called The Manifold Destiny.
Yes.
And it is all recipes cooked on your car engine. I have got to get that. Yes, I'm going to be looking.
All right,
out
so
for that.
I got to say, I've seen that done on TV and stuff. I still don't believe it's real until I see someone do it for sure. So Odie will have to cook for us some Saturday, and we'll get to see how it's done. All right. The first question in the roundtable, I was going to ask this last week. I think I kind of did, but Odie wasn't here. So Rob Brown and I had a discussion on the Rob Brown show. Again, don't get it, but it works. The Rob Brown on the Rob Brown show. He sometimes causes nerds, sometimes causes geeks, talking about himself also, and then causes dorks. And I keep trying to tell him, no, dork is it's a derogatory form of the three words are very similar, but that's the derogatory. That's the one that you don't want to be called. And he's like, no, it's all the same. Well, it's not. So, nerd tends to be used to describe someone who is academically inclined and has a deep knowledge of a particular subject, like let's say Star Wars. Geek, on the other hand, is more broadly used to describe someone who is passionate about a specific topic or activity, regardless of their academic pursuits. But a geek is more like a squad that you find next door. The geeks are the guys where, man, I do not know how to make these mods work on my computer. How do I do that? You go to a geek, he's going to tell you how to do it. Or what's the difference between Cat 5 and Cat 3 and Cat 6? Because I don't know.
Cat 7, man.
It's okay. Or Cat 7. The geek's going to know that.
Take off hosers.
Dork, meanwhile, is generally used in a derogatory way to describe someone who is socially awkward or behaves in a silly or foolish manner. All right. Another way dork was described is someone who looks dorky because of how they dress. Like, let's say they're wearing a sweater vest with a full-on clip-on tie and shorts that are not matching, that are pulled up over their stomach. I mean,
and also socks and sandals.
Yes, well, there's that too. That's a dork. So I don't even like using the word dork because I feel like it has so many negative connotations to it. So when I'm called that bothers me more than nerd or geek. I am not a geek. Geek bothers me too because I'm not smart enough to be a geek, but I can be nerdy about a ton of things, including sports and movies and video games and all that kind of stuff. This show is a show about nerds. By nerds, for nerds, and people who are entertained by them.
I was about to say,
what's a nerd called in Ireland?
Nerds. We call them nerds as well.
Really? There's not another word for nerd in
there is, but I don't know if I can say it because it sounds
okay.
wrong.
All right, then don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Thank you.
If you have to question it, don't do it.
Yes. If you're just like, yeah, probably not.
If there's hesitation, don't follow through.
Yeah, he's like looking it up. Well, maybe I could just send it in text form.
How can I?
Are you texting it to me?
I'm going to text you.
What you're doing?
Yeah, I'm going to text you, and if you think it's okay, then
well, the fact that you're doing that means probably not going to be okay with it. All right, something that happened really big in
it's not. Yeah,
in Mexico was they brought out them aliens. And they showed everybody what them aliens look like. They was in boxes, and they pulled off the boxes, and there's them aliens, and you could see them in little bitty fellers. Them aliens.
Now, I was watching that. I think everybody was watching that. I think everybody was looking at that. They could have made them look a little bit
so
more.
I don't know how you pronounce it. So,
well, the last word is dawn, which is like the dawn when the sun comes up.
Yeah.
And then you put Ama in front of it.
Why would you not be?
Amadon. Is Amadon okay?
Why would it not be?
Okay. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like anything else.
It sounds like a pagan god of some sort, but other than that,
it's close to like Abaddon or something like that.
I would light a fire to the pagan god of Amadonia.
See?
Yeah, no, it works. Yeah, okay, yeah. But you can use it for nerds or someone you're kind of like, oh, look at this fella, an Amadon. You know, someone a little bit out there, a little bit kind of, you know. Yeah, it wouldn't be a derogatory word. It's kind of.
Well, you rolled your eyes. I think it would be derogatory.
You rolled your eyes.
You don't roll your eyes unless it's derogatory.
Well, I roll my eyes quite a bit.
Yeah, well, still. I mean, that was a point of emphasis of, yeah. So,
just can't stop with the eye
But
gyration.
here's the bad thing. Now that you've told us, you can't call us that unless you want us to know that you're doing that on purpose.
No, well, I wouldn't. I'd call you a nerd.
Okay, that works for me. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. So anyway, the aliens showed up in Mexico, and to me, they look a lot like ET. So I think it's vindication for Steven Spielberg. He was visited by aliens, and then he put together ET, and it was them aliens right there.
But
Did their bikes break?
I mean, did they make them look so bad to make them think that, oh no, these are real?
Yes. See, but that ET thing, that wasn't real. These are real aliens. Though.
Are they not?
Yeah. Yes. So how big was the ship? I mean, it must have been one of the cubes. Have you seen the cubes?
Yeah, but I swear I thought you said something else.
No.
No. It depends on what he had. Listen, like they could have shrank because they're supposed to be 1,000 years old, so they could.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that they were that old.
Maybe they shriveled.
I mean, they were mummified, so I guess that would mean that they were pretty old.
That's what.
Although there are ways to fake mummification or do actual mummification and then make it.
Yeah, but
I think you freeze dry them or something. I don't know.
I want to know who mummified them.
Yeah. That was my question also.
Well, I mean, there's certain ways that a body can be preserved naturally.
Yes.
But I can just imagine like these tiny little aliens. So they wouldn't have shrank too much. They would have shrank a little bit, maybe 5-6%.
It depends on how liquid they are.
How do they hold those big old heads up with those little bitty bodies?
Hold your head.
Maybe their muscle
Argent.
Maybe their
That's on my
muscles were
Spotify.
incredibly dense.
Maybe they were, but like if they came onto Earth 1,000 years ago and they said, "Take us to your leader," I mean, they're little.
But they did, and they built the pyramids.
Tiny little guys.
That's what they did.
Look
It depends on what region that they were in.
Yeah.
They got taken to an Aztec.
Or Mayans, Aztecs, something.
sacrifice.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Mine, yours. I don't mind. All of them.
It's
Hey, T'Chaka, we got some more here.
Yeah, it's
We got some of these alien fellas. Nice little guys.
No. See, Dave, a TARDIS has room for full size people and like bunches of rooms and things. It's not
it has
actually
a swimming pool in it.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Sorry, I just went straight into who.
Yeah, it's coming back soon. I don't know when exactly. John
What?
Smith. John Smith.
Who?
Yes.
Yes.
And the fact that he's coming back. Looking forward to this. Let's go another minute so we can time out things well. I mean, we're going to go on. So do you believe the aliens are real?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe those are the ones?
No.
There's a lot of pinata jokes thrown around.
Yeah, a lot of the people who really believe in aliens are very upset at the Mexican government right now because it makes them look like they don't know what they're talking about.
All we need to do, cut one open.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. All right.
Some dude walks up.
We're going to take our final. Yeah, the smell. We're going to take our final break. When we come back, we're going to hit the lightning round. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Baby squatches. Didn't think about that, Chris. They could be baby squatches. Yeah, but where's the hair? I mean,
well, it would have fallen out.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I thought your hair still grew out.
You know your hair doesn't actually grow. It's your skin tightens.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Put one in there either.
Alien autopsy.
Hey, Mark, have you seen the compilation of Jonathan Frakes ask you questions or interrogates you? I love those. It's probably
Why are you guys talking about number one like that?
Have you seen the compilations?
No, I'm entirely too busy.
It's not true.
I'm too busy for videos. I'm doing things. Doing things all the time.
What about stuff? Are you
I'm doing things. I'm into things. I got to do things.
Oh, you're doing things now.
Then later on, when I'm done doing things, I got more things to do. That's what I do. It does what it does, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. The pizza noids. It could be.
What are pizza noids?
Domino's. Look at Pizza Noid. It was they actually brought it back for a while too.
Are you afraid of the Noid?
Yes.
Don't fear the Noid.
Which is just nerd in New Jersey, I believe.
Don't fear the Noid.
Yeah.
Hey, Noid.
Yeah. We got some kind of Noid over here. Did you find the Noid? It's NOID, I believe. Well, he actually wrote it that way. Yeah, he did.
Oh boy.
You're saying that's them?
Oh, I get to drive by that on the way home tonight.
Drive by what? Mad World.
Mad World, yeah.
He seems very kickable.
He jumps all over the place and stuff.
He's wired.
Yes.
I got emails.
You got emails? You mean texts?
No, emails.
You got emails.
I'm reading my emails.
You're reading your emails?
Why are you reading
People
your
are
emails?
emailing you?
No, it's work mails.
What?
Tim asked me to send him on something, so I sent him on something.
Huh? This has nothing to do with the show, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
So what are we talking about?
Yes. Well, he was just letting me know that he was doing other business while doing business.
Taking care
Double
of
business?
Oh, I'm double jobbing it.
Hey, does Bono have a last name?
Paul Houston.
Is it Paul Houston? Is that his name? Okay. Yeah. I can see why you go with Bono.
It's ironic for an Irishman.
He used to be called Bono Box Club. That was his original. No, seriously, he was Bono Box Club. That was his original Dublin nickname.
Why Box Club?
I don't know.
Did he throw hands?
No, like a box, cardboard box.
Did he shop at Sam's or
No, we don't have
Costco?
Sam's. No.
Okay.
I like shopping in Sam's.
Big Lou.
He's on.
What was that
too.
one thing I twisted with the insurance?
I don't
fraud
remember.
guy?
You know, let's not
It was
revisit
Tony
that.
Lou.
It was Tony Lou. I forget what Tony Lou. Oh, I think
The
Tony,
guy who like sunk a yacht and
yeah, you like buried them and then they found them. And yeah, that was a fun story.
it's like he's Tony Lou. He does insurance fraud too.
Yes.
I got a couple of texts. One
All
person
right.
says, I'd rather be called a dork
Bonafide.
than a. No, it's not bona fide.
It is bona fide.
It's not.
He is bona
It
fide.
is bona fide. That's where that comes from.
He's bona
I always
fide.
wonder where that came from.
A bona fide.
I need new headphones.
Oh, you done messed up.
Why? Oh, I did, didn't I? It's okay. I can fix it.
Okay. All right. It's time for the lightning round right here on the Upstate Pulse. So we're going to get to a few texts in a second. But first, an Arizona man found this in his garage. Cameron, what did he find in his garage?
An alpaca.
Oh, that would be kind of cool, though. Odie, what did he find in his garage?
His sister.
Who knows what? Maybe she was in there trying to get rid of the 20 rattlesnakes that he found in his garage. It's Arizona, though. I mean, if this happened like in Toledo or something, I mean, that would be different.
Ohio?
Yeah, which is practically Michigan. And it's cold there. So if you found rattlesnakes
no one
there,
wants Toledo.
so my dude found 20 rattlesnakes in his garage. And of course, he had to find someone to come. He had to call Rattlesnake Solutions. It's called Rattlesnake Solutions.
He didn't even notice.
I kept talking so you could cover it in
No,
case the transition wasn't good.
Didn't transition
All right,
was
dude. First
epic.
of all, do you know who I am? Anyway, Rattlesnake Solutions. There's a sounds like a place that Odie will work at. Yeah, oh yeah, I work there.
I work down here in Rattlesnake
Rattlesnake
Solutions.
Solutions.
You want a rattlesnake? We got the solution right for you.
Heard
we
you
got
got-
big snakes, small
Heard you
snakes,
got a problem
we got-
over.
ugly snakes.
Yes.
Don't take the ugly snakes; they bite you.
Why do you? Yeah. Why'd you sound like Beetlejuice? All right.
Bring the little parts too.
Sandworms, you hate them?
I hate them too. Oh, you
I
been a
wonder where a
Jupiter? I've been a
guy,
Jupiter.
an everyday Joe like myself could go for a little action. Anyway,
I've seen The Exorcist 175,000 times, and it keeps getting better every single time I see it. So you think I'm qualified? Do ya?
Yeah. Oh, a little late for GQ shoot. Bavarian boars, which
Bavarian boars,
which-
also in Germany.
yes, Bavarian boars are radioactive for some reason. And why are they radioactive? Because they've been eating toxic truffles.
Oh,
If you eat toxic truffles, you're going to be a little radioactive.
So
I
now
thought they
all
ate
I'm
the
thinking of
toxic
is Far Cry New Dawn.
So apparently, from meltdowns from 40 years ago, are still making the truffles radioactive.
We're talking about shaman radioactive.
Yes, we're talking about the radioactive mushrooms.
They're glowing.
Bavarian balls are so tasty. They glow. And when you pass them, you can still see them, if you know what I mean.
They come out and they make it glow. It glows everywhere. You can
don't-
follow it.
You don't need the lights
Turn
on
the
in your
car on,
bathroom.
Dieter. I see the glowing balls.
What do you want to do? I want to go hunt the glowing balls. Why do you want to hunt them? Because I want to see what happens after you eat the glowing balls. Can they still glow? I don't know.
All right, speaking of Star Wars, the Lando series that was supposed to happen starring Donald Glover, it is now going to be a movie. They're turning that into a movie. Looking forward to that. I like him. By the way, the Aquaman 2 teaser is out. It looks like it's going to be a buddy movie. It's going to be Arthur. It's going to be Orm. And on a buddy trip. It looks pretty good.
So here's
it
the
actually
thing.
looks pretty good.
I watched Aquaman movie for the very first time last week. I went on a DC binge and I watched all of these movies. I could not watch the entire movie and look at Amber Heard without thinking about don't let her near your bed.
Yeah, because rectal explosions might happen.
Rectal explosions can happen.
So if you watch the full extended trailer or the trailer that just came out, they don't show her. But on the extended trailer, they show her for 1 second. I mean, it's literally 1 second. It's like she's not even in the movie. He has a baby, and they don't say where the baby comes from.
And suddenly there was a baby.
Yes, suddenly there was a
I
baby.
was just waiting for Jack Sparrow to come along and go, it's all right, Amber. Don't go near the bed, darling, okay?
All right, so Square Enix, I don't know if you're a fan of Square Enix. I know Cameron is. I know I am. They may be going out of business soon because they lost nearly $2 billion since Final Fantasy 16. It's not going over really well.
That's crazy.
And here's the thing. Here's how to fix it. Let Microsoft buy you. You let Microsoft buy you, there'll be many people who will be happy, like myself, because you'll be free on Game Pass, and I'll get to play the latest game and not have to get a PS5. So, of course, it's all about
Hey,
me.
where you going? I'm going to the Microsoft Bayou, down in the Bayou de Battery.
You know, speaking of Microsoft, Xbox has just introduced an Xbox MasterCard. And so there are a bunch of incentives to get the Xbox MasterCard. It's called Xbox Points.
It's called money.
Yes. Well, you get Xbox Points. You can buy games with those.
I like money.
Yes.
I was watching that film. I literally last night I watched Idiosyncrasy or whatever. We'll talk about it. Yes, I like money. That's it said through the entire film about 20 times. I like money.
All right. Some of us really like the One Piece live action series, and some of us don't. But if you're into it, season 2 is happening, and they say they have enough to do at least 8 seasons. But there is one thing that they say they cannot do. It doesn't mean they won't. There's one character that they cannot do. Chopper.
Which, by the way, Oda put out, the guy who created One Piece.
I created?
Put out a YouTube video.
We're talking about Oda.
And the thing he sketched was Tony Chopper.
Okay. So you
that
think they're
makes me
teasing?
I think Oda's saying it's like, yeah, we're doing it.
Well, all you gotta do is get what's his name, the guy was in the Dragon show, and he was like he's really short. And
you want Peter Dinklage?
Yes,
to be,
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage
as Tony Chopper. You can put a different voiceover, or just make him high pitched. It'll work. Absolutely. All right, that is it for the show. Want to thank everybody for tuning in to this, whatever this is. Sometimes I go, what did we just do? And yes, but we did it again. And shout out to our sponsor, Borderlands Comics and Games. Go check them out, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive, and get your Comic-Con Junior tickets because they are on sale right now. Go ahead and get your bands $15 for tickets. Kids under 12 are free, and that's happening next month. Thank you for listening to the Upstate Pulse. When you go over to Borderlands Comics and Games, you might see me or Cameron there. We were there today. Have a great day, and I have watch out for radioactive boars. I don't know, and find me some sleeveless turtlenecks. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm leaving now though.
You need to get noobed for that.
Why? I did it on purpose.
You crashed it.
No, I did it on purpose.
Dead.
It is prerogative. Yeah. I can do what I want to do.
Sorry, I don't know why I put that over there.
This is what I can do, Odie. I will notify management.
Why?
Management has been notified.
Ha ha ha.
Sorry. I forgot.
Yeah, that's like the only power I have. Anyway,
Powers I have include
I'll
powers.
inform the king. Oh,
Yeah.
wait, I already know.
Yes.
I like the idea of radioactive bacon. I wouldn't want to try it, but I do like the idea of it.
I can't.
Can I
you
grow
know,
a third arm? I could really use
yeah,
one.
this is, excuse me, but your Boston butt is glowing. All right, we are going to say goodbye. Goodbye, Odie.
Bye, Odie.
You can say goodbye, Cameron.
Goodbye,
Oh,
Cameron.
look, my hand is going too fast
I'm
for
going
the
to say
stream to keep
goodbye,
up.
Lonzo.
It's a blur. It's a
Bye-bye.
blur.
Why is it
It's-
a cool night?